Yes, hello and welcome to the Any Given Sunday Australia podcast. For those that listened last week, unfortunately, Buster Rhymes is not here today. Joining me on the brown couch at Danny Webb, AJSAU. How are you, buddy?
I just love how that took us 100 takes and no one's ever going to see the drama that was unfolding. But for the fifth time today, yeah, I'm good.
Five. Charlie, you have the most sensitive microphone in the world. How are you?
And the most sensitive feelings of the group, I would say. So that works out. I think it's working. I feel like, I must have made my mic dominant over all of the others so it will cut to me too much. But it should be okay now.
Did you like the little Buster Rhymes?
I did like the Buster Rhymes.
Just remember that on the 54th take. I thought I'll bring that in.
That's why I have technical difficulties, to give you a chance to be really ready.
Yeah. We got part two. So we've got 15 teams to go. I did a bit of a count. But before we get into that, Charlie, we always leave this to the end. I want to do it at the start. Please like, subscribe, rate, comment,
share,
all of those good things. Follow us, anygivensunday.au on Instagram. That's where you're going to find most of our stuff. And I've learned that rating on wherever you get your podcast is really good for us.
So if you could get it. Some people use there's a Google Podcasts app. There's an Amazon Music you can get through there.
Spotify,
Pocket Cast, Spotify.
We're on all of them.
Rate it on there, and it will help us out.
It's really good for us. Gets out everywhere. So please do that. It'll be good for the podcast. Let's get into. I've got my phone out. We're ready to go. The next 15 teams. I've looked through these questions. You boys don't know them. Going to be a good episode, just so you know. Chargers are next. LA are the two next teams. What will Mike McDaniel's offense do for Justin Herbert?
I reckon this is super interesting, and this is really the Chargers' year to probably go to that next step. Everyone talks about Herbert in the light of, being an all-time quarterback. But we haven't.
He's at all-time records to start with.
Yeah, but we just haven't seen that success, I guess, show in the team success. So I feel like this is almost in my mind, a make or break year for the Chargers and Herbert. So if you have a strong offense, obviously it's going to go a long way for that.
You have spoken highly of Mike McDaniel in the past.
Yeah, I think Mike McDaniel is a great offensive brain. I think though he has had some trouble before of. He's got a plan, and this is a really, the old saying, it's not about the X's and O's, it's about the Jimmys and Joes. You can have, it's about who you got,
I like that.
And so he can draw up the greatest schemes in the world, but you then have to change the plan based on who you've got. And you would say with the Dolphins, as good as they had an explosive offense that was fast, there was so much pre-snap motion, it was hard, but once you clocked it, he didn't vary enough with the players he had to go above the scheme that he had written on paper. I'll say that as background, but I like Mike McDaniel as an offensive mind. What I think's interesting, this is the mail I'm getting out of the Chargers at the moment, my contacts at the Chargers.
Boots on the ground.
McDaniel has been working in the offseason with Herbert on his footwork and his timing to speed him up. Now, the one thing that we used to really enjoy about Tua when he was conscious and upright was how quickly he could get the ball out. That was one of the things that was really hard when you had Tua flying, and he could really get the ball out quickly. That processing that he was capable of was amazing. It's interesting that McDaniel has obviously watched all the Chargers tape before he took the job, and who wouldn't be excited as an offensive coordinator to work with Justin Herbert, who's got all the traits you need to make this happen. Once again, if you like Tua, if you can not kill him during the season, as long as he's physically okay. But he's trying to fix him technically so he can be faster. And so it could be what we see with the Chargers is they speed up a bit. And you think about McConkey, who's
I was going to say, my hot take is Lad McConkey will have a year.
That's right. He's that uber slot receiver who can stretch the field as well. That was kind of the thing. Everyone saw him more
incredible route running.
More as yeah, that's right. McDaniel draws up some crazy routes. So if Herbert's faster, McConkey's moving, that could be really difficult. To me, that starts to make the AFC West really interesting. Mm-hmm. I'm really kind of excited. Everyone's very excited about Mahomes coming back. He's going to cause headaches for a lot of people. But there's a chance that the Chargers are starting the season ahead of where the Chiefs are, given that the Chiefs quarterback is coming back from injury.
Yeah, that's my hot take. Lad McConkey a year on year. The Rams. Now, I like this question, Danny boy. After everything that's happened and everyone we've brought in, what happens if Stafford gets injured?
Oh, well, he's probably end up just having another epidural before the season, then going for another MVP. Like, yeah, I feel like with Stafford, like he's had a long enough career and he's smart enough with his body that if he is going to be injured, it's going to be like a big freak accident. I just can't really see it happening.
Injuries always happen and cause problems, but it feels like he's especially like a Joey Burrow. If he goes down, I feel like the Rams are kind of a very different team.
Well, if he does go down,
Which
McVay being upset that they drafted a quarterback in the first round will look a little bit silly because they've got a spare quarterback. They've got a spare quarterback. It's not that bad. I mean, he's inexperienced, but
he'll go up to number 2 on the depth chart.
that's right. But they just gave him a 2-year contract. They know where he's at physically.
Is the 2-year just to spread out the money? Is this his last run?
I think it's his. Like it could. I think if they win a Super Bowl, there's a chance he's done. See you later.
Peyton Manning.
It's a
And
good way
Aaron
to
Donald
go.
retires again. They do it together for old time's
It's done
sake.
again.
But it's, like, you have a look. Last year we were talking about how that physically there's no way he's going to make it through the season. And he had such a great season.
He dominated.
Yeah, it was amazing. So you can't write him off. I think the question about the Rams to me is this. How many seasons have we seen a blockbuster trade before the season, a team that was this close to making it, adding an amazing piece, and everyone saying, this is the team? Like everyone is saying the Rams are the one. There's no, like they are going to lose. How often does that team actually win the Super Bowl? I can't remember one that did.
Green Bay didn't last year.
Well, but you think about it, like, I remember it was like after 13 seconds and the Bills draft Von Miller. Oh, sorry, trade for John Miller. And everyone was like, oh, the Bills are favourites to win the Super Bowl. Von Miller gets injured. There you go. That story's over. And so what you would have to say is, yeah, it could be Stafford gets injured. You would hate to see it, but maybe their all-star pass rusher that they just got, I don't even want to say his name because I don't want to curse him, but what if he gets injured? That changes your whole opinion of the Rams. What if Puka Nacua gets a serious injury? All of a sudden, the Rams aren't that team. We talked about the Detroit Lions were going to win the whole damn thing, and we were riding that wave, and injuries came.
They had a lot of injuries. I feel like if someone like a Puka goes down, yes, incredible, they'll be able to replace that.
Got Devontae, you've got... God, they're stacked.
There's also,
God, I hate how stacked the Rams are.
Devontae goes up, you'll be able to bring someone in who can fill that, a bit of a stopgap kind of thing. I just reckon if a Stafford goes down, it's...
Yeah, it's going to be so hard. If Stafford really does go down, he'll probably be down and out for the rest of his career. Like, if he has a bad enough injury, like
we don't want that. We don't want that.
But, like, he only decided he was really coming back this year when he got his MVP award. That's when he announced, well, he didn't just decide on the spot. He might have.
Like if he did. That'd be huge.
But that's where, like, he really announced it. So, yeah, the fact that he's got a 2-year contract, is he actually going to come back after 2 years? If he's injured, like, that's it for him. Super Bowl or bust. Rams are Super Bowl or bust. I'm going to say it.
If you do think that...
I think it's winning Super Bowl.
If you think Stafford is going to... is a chance for an injury, and you're playing like a dynasty fantasy, you got a whole lot of space... I'll check Jimmy Garoppolo on that. He knows the scheme. He's out of that Shanahan tree. He could pick it up fast. He'll get you to the playoffs, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, he'll get you 30 points.
He's well rested. And who doesn't want Jimmy Garoppolo to get another $30 million? Good on you,
Jimmy does.
Handsomest
Good
man
jaw.
in football.
Great jaw.
Yeah.
Dolphins, who exactly is Malik Willis going to throw the ball to?
I knew that was going to be another question. We've been saying it all year, and photos have just come out of him in his new threads, and like you can almost see the sadness in his eyes. Like he's finally got that QB1 spot, which he deserved. Like because when he was filling in for you with the Packers, dominating, he deserved to have a team. And
he had someone to throw to.
I want to see what he can do when he does have this team. Honestly, no one. Like I couldn't even name you the wide receiver room for the Dolphins.
Well, they've obviously released Tyreek, but some of the names I've got here: Jalen Tolbert, Tutu Atwell. Caleb Douglas, Chris Bell. Some real big names.
I mean, Atwell's been sort of like hanging around for that. Like
he won the Super Bowl, didn't he, with the Rams?
He won a Super Bowl, and he has been sort of like that name floating around as that mid-season, trade deadline sort of guy that you can add to your team. I don't know if he's still that. You asked me who Malik Willis is going to throw the ball to.
A-Chain.
Christian Benford. Igbinosun,
That's 'cause they're not on his team.
the cornerbacks of the Buffalo Bills. I think he's going to get
Achan
intercepted.
He's going to get 150 catches this year.
Yeah, Achan is an absolute stat machine. He's your guarantee on fantasy because they've got he's going to run the ball, he's going to catch the ball like he did last year. Like Dolphins were useless, but God, Achan was great to have on your fantasy last year.
So he's really your wide receiver one and your RB one too. Like,
Absolutely.
you can fit him in
It's probably
both
his
spots.
defensive line, number one, too. Yeah.
The only threat to that, fantasy-wise, is that Amnesty International get involved and get him released because he's being held prisoner in a bad situation there at the Dolphins.
But,
they let
could
everyone
turn
good
it
go
around.
except Achan. They said,
could
no,
turn it
you're
around.
staying.
They could turn it around the next couple of years. Good draft next year. They don't need a quarterback. They've got one, but good draft. The Vikings, how does this mess sort itself out? Obviously, quarterback mess is what we're discussing.
Yeah, well, 9 isn't it. We know that. But apparently Kyler Murray...
Still a lot of believers.
No, well, apparently Kyler Murray's getting annoyed that he's not getting all the number one snaps. It's already come out from the Vikings camp. Like, Kyler Murray obviously went there, knows that he's a better quarterback than 9, but he's not getting all the number one snaps. They're currently still... They were until, like, camp was over. They were sharing them, which is pretty crazy. So, I don't know, man. Like, it was wild to watch JJ McCarthy try and be a quarterback last year. Like, I feel like there was much better options that they could have gone with, and I think Kyler Murray is a better option. So I'm slightly confused on why there is so much conversation about it.
Who, I want you both, the three quarterbacks they've got, McCarthy, Murray, Wentz. Put them in order.
Murray, Wentz, McCarthy.
Charles?
I am... Hang on.
I reckon it's tighter between Murray and Wentz than you
I was
think.
going to say, if...
I reckon Wentz
I
can run a team.
think you by the end of the season, there's a chance Wentz has played more games than Kyler Murray. I think that that's.
I think he's going
potential.
to be helped by the fact that there's a guy named JJ running down the field, and he loves to air it out. That's a good guy to air it out to.
But I will say this though, Kyler Murray can play. Like he has some great useful things. He's good on his feet. Like, and also we've seen the history of the Vikings has been they have developed quarterbacks who've been struggling in other situations, who haven't reached their full potential. They are actually good at getting the most out of quarterbacks. There's a chance that Murray actually does have a really good season. I think you just don't have faith in it.
You just haven't seen it for a couple of years.
Yeah. And I think like
The new situation is surely going to do nothing but help him. Like he needed to get out of Arizona, and like maybe this was the change that he needed. I don't know if Vikings. Really,
O'Connell's
really
a good coach, though.
Yeah.
good coach, good quarterbacks coach. Good, like, he
like a
gets the most out
Daboll
of
can
an
really
offense.
get the most out of a quarterback.
Yeah.
Patriots. So this is one we've kind of brought up already in the past. AJ Brown, can he be Drake May's Stefon Diggs?
I think
Are they disappointed?
I was going to say almost exactly.
Are they disappointed if he's only the Stefon Diggs? They obviously want
No,
more
I
out of
mean,
him.
why? Absolutely not. I mean, if
But they want more out of
if
them,
if the Patriots got Stefon Diggs numbers from last year, they'd be pretty, he got over 1,000 yards last year. Stefon Diggs, in not a season where everyone was saying Stefon Diggs was the standout thing on that offense. Like, they'd be pretty happy with that, given everything else they've got going on there. But I think he is going to be Drake May's Stefon Diggs, as in, he's going to catch some balls. You're going to see some real highlight plays. He's going to be a great target for Drake May to throw to. But he's also going to be like, now, Drake May, I'm the star of this operation. I'm the senior guy. I'm the superstar. You're the young quarterback. And I think it's going to cause tension over time. We'll be talking about off-field stuff. Maybe not this season, maybe the one after. But I think there is like the potential for it becomes a more trouble than it's worth situation eventually.
And the writing is already on the wall for that. He picked number 1 for his jersey. Like gone from
What
11.
book does he end up reading on the sideline?
Like
Quarterback
if we
for
learned
dummies.
if we learned anything last year, that he was almost super toxic in the locker room, like feeding in information from outside sources, being like, there's problems in our locker room, and he was giving that out to the media, but it was coming from him to try and motivate him. Like, that's not really the way to go. I think, Stefon Diggs is AJ Brown's ceiling when he goes to the Patriots, because he is going to be like their number 1 wide receiver. So defense is going to plan for it. Defense is going to scheme for it. And then Drake May is just going to have to look for other options.
Are you...
And you would say, sorry, that's a really good point. Like, Drake May had a great season last season. He wasn't great at getting through the progressions, though. Like, like getting pretty granular now. But you saw when he was against the Seahawks, he wasn't great at getting to his second read, third read. You know, he wants his big target. He's got like one big idea in most plays. Like, you know, he's getting better at it, but he is still new. And that's the thing. If he's really looking for AJ all the time, he can actually hesitate a bit too much and get in trouble.
Are you happy with the way... There was something that you said about AJ leaving a comment or something he left. Well, what did he write on his
He
locker?
said, I'm
What did he write on his
always
locker?
open.
No, he said #1 Eagle. He's like, I'm the best Eagle of all time, signed by Always Open.
There's a few, probably.
Oh, signed by Always Open.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you know
because
what? You said the writing's on the wall with AJ.
Yeah.
He got to Gillette and he wrote on the wall, "Best Patriot ever." So, you know, like
Move over, Brady.
he's never heard of Brady. Doesn't acknowledge Brady at all.
I heard he wanted the number 12. Sources say on this podcast. The Saints, have they put enough around Tyler Shough to be contenders already?
I want actually you to answer a question on the Saints before we get to that. Do you regret your early season comments about Tyler Shough last year?
No, because early season, obviously, new quarterbacks, probably a bit harsh of me, but they weren't great to start with. But the last 8 weeks, they were the best team in that division. Like when they 6-2 to finish, something ridiculous. Don't quote me. But they were the #1 team out of that division to finish. It just they started from way back, so they didn't get a chance. But I'm all in. I think I like him a lot.
Oh, complete.
I think because we say it every year. They're in a division that you don't have to win. You have to go 500, and you're probably in a chance.
And you would say for a team and like developmental quarterback and the team with where they're at, they're in a great situation to have that as the finish of the season going, yeah, we know how to win. And the only reason we didn't go further was, the start of the season. It was
after they kind of not gave up, but they traded away a couple of wide receivers and stuff. I can't think of the one.
They started to strip it
Can't
for
think of
parts.
the one they got rid of, but
Rashid Shaheed.
Yeah, they did.
Went to the
Traded
Seahawks.
Rashid Shaheed.
He got a chip, though.
Yeah, he did. Well, but good on him. But that's kind of when
Win-win
they
deal.
went, you know what, we've got no pressure,
That's
and
right.
they started to really show what they've got. Now they've brought in Etienne, which I don't hate that as well. He's going to be good for them out the back. Still got Kamara, who's, he could show up and be the
still
best.
got some.
He could be the
some
best running
star
back in the
players.
league if he shows up. I don't know. I reckon the Saints are going to be quietly sainting it this year.
Marching in, one would say.
With that division as well, like you said, it is completely all open, and it's probably the Saints to take if they want it.
The Giants. Can Jackson Dart learn how to protect himself?
Well, not from the media, from what I can tell. Can Jackson Dart learn to protect himself? It's not all his job. Like the O-line's got to do some
five
work.
guys in front of him that are going to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just when he runs, he's similar to like the Tua.
There's a Tua problem where he runs head
first.
down.
And I think now that he's hopefully on a team that's going to be a little bit more competitive, those sort of runs shouldn't fall to him. Like Cam Scatterboo is going to be back, that cannonball of a human being. So at least he can actually run through everyone, and for some reason he just bounces straight back up. So if you're going to do,
unless he couldn't bounce, the ankle was broken.
Well, the ankle, yeah. But he's like a bowling ball, so he's fine. Just tuck everything in and just roll.
Doesn't have to pivot. Straight ahead. Just straight ahead, Scatterboo.
But realistically, Malik Neighbours is coming back. They're a much stronger offense, I think, than what they were last year. I don't think he will be having to put himself in those positions where he is going to hurt himself. And I think that's going to be the benefit of him being able to protect himself. If you're not in those positions in the first place, well,
he's not going to have to put it all on his back to do it. You'd hope as much as what he had. But it's also...
Who's the OC now, though, with the Giants? Because
did he bring people with him?
Yeah, did he bring
it's not in my little document.
Yeah, this is sort of stuff that
You've just
I knew
straight at me.
6 or 7 weeks ago and now I've forgotten. But,
you've thrown it at me, and I don't have an answer. But does
I
he
think
have?
that's going to have something to do with it.
Does he also have that first year rookie QB? I've got to do it all myself. Kind of a few people hopefully speak to him in the off season and go, "Look, mate, you've got
so much help.
You've got good help now. You don't have to throw it all on your back."
It will be interesting, and is that Harbaugh's really experienced? Obviously, he could come in and be developing that relationship and be working on the mind of the quarterback to help him understand what's his responsibility, what's not, what he has to control and what he can't control. And, you know, that like it could be that the situation is good for him, the change is good for him. But there's also every chance it goes south as well.
Yeah, there's also every chance.
Like, there's no guarantees. Like,
I do
Malik
have the
Neighbours
bowling
coming
ball
back
my way.
is really good news.
Is he back? I don't know if he's back straight away. I reckon he's maybe a
Might have been a week 6 sort of.
kind of, yeah. I don't quote me, but also coming back off a pretty serious injury, you don't want to throw it all on his shoulder straight away either.
Yeah.
It's a tough position to come back and be electric straight away. Hands will be good, hopefully. He could do nothing but catch. So
Yeah,
just stand in front of the ball machine, fucking taking balls.
But I'm not. Jury's out. Like, I just, you know, I think Jackson Dart is good by recent New York Giants quarterback standards.
Yeah, recent bias too. Like,
Yeah, but I don't know.
the last one is now on CBS. So.
That is true. Yeah.
And done. Not coming back.
He ain't coming back.
The Jets, the other side of town, in the same area.
The other New
still New
Jersey team.
Yeah.
Still in the middle. Are they, in all seriousness, already looking at next year?
100%.
As far as especially the quarterback. They've brought in Geno Smith and Cade Klubnik, the Clemson quarterback. I've probably said that wrong.
Would be your first time.
It doesn't sound like it's one you can get wrong.
Klubnik.
Yeah, how can that be anything else except Klubnik?
Anyway, they've brought those two in.
Klubnitsky.
Are they looking at, is it already, especially for the QB, you've had a bit of words about this and you hate them, so maybe we'll start with you.
I don't hate them. The fans hate me.
Yeah, they do.
I don't. Is it because I wear green and don't support the Jets? I don't know.
You
But
win.
if they're not looking at the QB draft for next year, they're doing something wrong.
They've got 3 picks in the first round.
We've got 3 picks
Yeah.
in the first round, which then they can package together to move up if they need to, or however it's going to look.
I don't think they need that.
That's right. That's a decision they can make later in the season. They have so many
Giving them
choices.
number 1 pick.
But they like, you think of it, they've got
It's going to be 1 or 2, I think.
3 first-round draft picks. There's every chance they're picking first, but then they could package it up and be picking first and second. Like, you know, they could pick the best offensive player and the best defensive player in the draft. Quite feasible.
Very Texan-like from a few years ago.
Yeah,
And still end up with a 3-win season.
that's right. And still suck. But yeah, it's interesting. I think Geno Smith's a really interesting piece of this. Like, is he playing the role? Geno Smith is playing to win. You know, that's his mentality. He takes himself very seriously as a quarterback. He will give it his all. Has he still got the juice, though? Like, he was appalling last year.
Yeah,
Can he get it back? But he was in a bad
Was that the
situation.
Raiders O-line, though?
Yeah, I
Like-
know. Absolutely. So there's a chance that they're better than worst, you know.
Second
But-
West.
But also there's a chance that Geno Smith's role at the New York Jets is to start getting that offense working professionally. You know, like actually be good enough to raise the standard and get them working together as a unit. So when their star quarterback, Manning or whoever comes in, you know, first
they're already
pick in
firing.
the draft, they're coming into an offense that's ready to support the quarterback and not a quarterback starting from scratch and they have to build the offense around them again.
Well, it's
but
kind
then
of
what
what
is
we
the
saw-
agreement? What is the conversation that's been had between ownership and Aaron Glenn?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was
Because
going
what's
quickly before we
Aaron
move
Glenn
on.
has to be on thin ice. Like,
You know, how hot's his seat, though? Because he had a
it.
pretty shit team last year, and they've already kind of decided this year's not going to be... They haven't. Everyone else has. But how hot's your seat when you know that you've got a shit team?
but that's it. Is the ownership, GM, coach all on the same page that we're taking our medicine this year so we can have another season after that? Or is Aaron Glenn going to be a sacrificial lamb at the end of this season, which would be a terrible idea?
Drafting the next, the
Yeah.
next coach's quarterback.
Well, like, that's the thing. Like, I think ownership should have a good enough understanding of Aaron Glenn and know that he is going to be a good coach if he had a good team. Like, we saw what he did when he was at the Lions. Like, it was so impressive, and he deserves to have his own team. He just deserves to have a good team. So if they're going to fire him,
I reckon he's got to give him some time.
after a year, where they're essentially like they're not tanking, but they'll like accidentally tank their way to the number 1 pick. If you can't fire him after that,
You just can't win.
you can't fire him after that year. I think
Yeah.
you got to give him a team that can actually be competitive. And
I reckon he
then talk
genuinely
about it.
needs another 2 years after this one, and then he's in the hot seat. But you're on a cold seat until the New York fans start getting up and about, and then his seat's very, very hot. So
I think he's got 1 year after this.
yeah,
Like he's make or break next year. I think there will be.
but if he shows
rumblings
signs,
this year.
then you'll get another.
Yeah.
Speaking of hot seats,
Uh-oh.
is Jalen's seat hot this year?
Like
Is whose hot seat? Sorry.
Jalen.
Hurts.
I'm gonna because I already know what Charlie's answer's gonna be. I'm gonna jump in on this super quick.
Yes.
As I've mentioned before, like he's gone to multiple Super Bowls. He's won one, should have won the second because of a poor decision. You know, Super Bowl MVP. He is like to me. I think what you see on the field and off the field are probably two different things. He's almost got like that MJ mentality where it's just like everything's serious all the time, or even like Kobe when he was up 2-0 in the NBA Finals, and he's like. The interviewer asked him if he was excited. He said, I'm not excited. I'm not done yet. And I feel like Jalen has that similar mentality when he's off the field. Unfortunately, the offense last year looked really lackluster from him. It was. He wasn't having a good quarterback year like he did previously when they went to the Super Bowl. They've shored up their offensive line. It's gotten better. It's gotten stronger. The O-line have actually come out and said this is the best continuity that they've ever had. So,
well, they're not going to come out and say we're feeling as bad as we've ever been.
Yeah. But then I also heard the other day that there was links to Lamar Jackson potentially getting traded to the Eagles. I was like, well, that means Jalen's definitely gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've still got belief. Give him one more season. AJ Brown's gone.
But if they have a bad year, is he on a hot seat?
Yeah, I reckon Nick Sirianni's seat would go before him.
Good way.
That is an interesting take.
Didn't you say Sean McDermott is the next Eagles coach last year?
Sean McDermott is the next Eagles coach.
Yeah, it's just going to be... If we have a down year, which... You know, there's every chance, but hopefully not. But if we do, Sirianni will go, McDermott will come in, give Jalen one more year, then Jalen will go.
Yeah, I think that's quite a likely scenario. I love this trading Lamar. That's a beautiful little piece of the puzzle there. I think that future sounds really promising for the Eagles. Is Jalen Hurts on a hot seat? I'll say it depends on Saquon Barkley. Because Saquon had such a down year last year. And
wasn't it still a good year? It was just a down year for him. Like, I know you hate Aaron Rodgers.
You tell me, Danny, but the year before was
the greatest.
Stratospheric. Arguably one of the greatest running back seasons you could ever see.
But like, he still had a decent year. I know you hate Aaron Rodgers, but one of the best quotes that I ever heard from him was, "A down year for me is a career year for most people." Like, is that the same thing?
No, he did have a down year, even for yes, it was for his standards, but I think for the expectation from Philly and Philly fans, 100%,
not good enough.
100% it was down year. But I reckon it was Lane Johnson was constantly in and out. The O line had so many injuries throughout it, and like the issue is Saquon couldn't get past the offensive line without getting hit. He was getting tackled. He was getting tackled for losses or 0 yards. So when you never get that momentum up and you're not absolutely destroying defenses, it all starts from the offensive line when you're a running back.
Absolutely. But going back to what I said, it depends on Saquon Barkley.
I cut you off.
Like, because that was the situation with Saquon Barkley last year. And that meant that that means Hurts is less of a potent threat because you are less worried about Saquon Barkley. You don't have to sell out quite so hard to stop him because he's running in. You just stack the box a little bit. You can actually get it done and have people. You can still have people loose in the backfield. You can be cutting off passing options. And I think that Barkley has to be working for Hurts to be elite. You know, like to have one of those seasons where he can take them all away. And if that is struggling, and they've improved their O-line, and I really hope for the sake of the Eagles that that's true. But if Barkley isn't back to being, we have to do everything to stop him, like you are when you're playing against Derrick Henry or Jonathan Taylor or whoever, like we have to stop this, I think that starts to make Jalen Hurts' job harder. And then you've got a wide receiver 1, you don't have a 1A and a 1 lowercase a. And so I do think that if Barkley's rolling, Hurts can have a good season. If he's not, I think we could be talking at the end of the season about could the Eagles do better
mid-season. All right, it's long enough. Has there ever been a playoff team that has taken the quarterback position less serious than the Pittsburgh Steelers? Are we really doing this again, Charles?
Yeah.
I've actually got a hot take on this.
Oh, take it away, hot take.
I reckon Baker Mayfield will be the Steelers' QB come next year.
Perfect take.
Wow.
Because the noise out of Tampa Bay.
Which I think is the next one. Oh, no, San Fran.
Well, do you want to? This is your take, and it is good, so you can explain it. I'm not going to hijack your take, but I have to say,
let's go Steelers and
I'd
Tampa
say,
Bay.
Danny, you've landed some hot takes before, but this one I think it's juicy.
Let's
It really
do
is.
2-in-1. Steelers, they're obviously going Rodgers again. Tampa Bay, what are they doing?
Yeah,
with
so
his contract?
Steelers going Rodgers again is just it's a stopgap. It's a stopgap until they hopefully can go out and get Baker Mayfield. And the reason that I'm saying Baker Mayfield is because his contract's up, and he said that if he doesn't get his contract done before training camp, he doesn't want a contract. You just forget about it. We'll sort it out at the end of the year. That means he's going to go into the.
He's
following
also said
season.
they're very far apart.
Yes. So it means he's going to go into the following season as a free agent. I think the Steelers would be stupid not to chase him with all the money that he's asking for, because Baker Mayfield, in a good situation, we've seen him compete. We've seen him potentially be spoken about for MVP. And at the moment, I don't think Tampa Bay has that situation. The Steelers could potentially build that situation for him. So I think it's a smart move for both Baker, for his potential chance to ever have a deep playoff run again, and a super smart move for the Steelers, because you're right. Bringing back Rodgers is just a stopgap. No, they're not taking the quarterback position seriously. Rodgers, no offense to you as a Rodgers lover, he is done. He is done just like Russell Wilson's done. Like, hang up the boots. You had an incredible career. Hats off to you, but you're not having a deep run with Rodgers at the helm.
Nothing, Nat.
No, that's
Even on the Tampa Bay side?
It's rock solid. I'll say something about Tampa Bay. First off, on Rodgers. Just conspicuous how little the media gave a shit about whether or not Rodgers was... You know, like the year before, it was like, Willie, won't he? We're all waiting on Rodgers. What's going to happen? And everyone's going... Even the media is like, we're not playing Rodgers' game anymore. We have moved on from Rodgers. Rodgers should have moved on from Rodgers.
He's happily married now.
Yeah. Is he ever happy?
Great question.
Is he ever happily anything?
Maybe on his ayahuasca trip.
Yeah.
maybe.
In the dark. Very happy in the dark.
Yeah. I think the interesting thing about Tampa Bay is it's a fascinating situation. They let Evans go, and that's an interesting thing because he was a great...
New era without him.
Yeah, that's a new era for the Bucks.
1,000-yard season.
Yeah, but also he had a great connection. I mean, he had a great connection with whoever was throwing the ball to him, but he had a good connection with Baker. You have a look at the games that the Bucks won last year. Baker was great. He was scrambling a lot. Like he was winning games with his legs. He really was, and he is a guy that wins games. He's not a Herbert, an Allen, a Mahomes, but he wins games, and he's got as much dog in him as anyone.
Oh, if not more.
Perfect for the Steelers. Perfect, like he fitted in
And
Cleveland.
no Miles Garrett in the AFC North now, so that's perfect.
And he suits an industrial, cold shit town like Pittsburgh. He's great for it.
Because you're right, he's got that dog in him because he was the number one pick. Then he got punted around a bunch of teams and then had to fight his way just to get to Tampa Bay to have a team. And now Tampa Bay aren't respecting that. Let him go. Let him go be a Pittsburgh dog.
And also Pittsburgh.
Why would you want to let him go?
So also Tampa Bay. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, sorry. What are all these great quarterbacks that are still available that you're going to get? Like, have you seen how hard it is for anyone to get a decent quarterback after about 16th, 17th quarterback? Baker fucking Mayfield is it. You can win a Super Bowl with Baker Mayfield.
100%.
And are you waiting for Geno to be available at the end of the set? What are you waiting for?
Arch Manning.
Yeah, but
It's not enough.
but how? See, the thing is, Baker Mayfield's not going to tank hard enough for you to get Arch Manning.
No.
Like, that's not going to happen. It's not realistic. It's like Tampa Bay, I think I'm surprised that they didn't re-sign Evans. I'm surprised they didn't find the money to get that deal done. They're normally better at being loyal to their people. And I'm really surprised that you've got Mayfield saying stuff like that at mandatory minicamp because
they've got to the end of
you should be keeping a guy like
still
Mayfield
a bit of
happy.
time.
He's proven himself for you. What the fuck are you doing?
No, it's definitely an interesting one. And I think
he's a
if it doesn't
Steeler.
get done, like you said, he said if it's not done by camp, then I'm not talking about it. If it's not done by then he's gone. San Fran.
Although,
oh God,
a little bit injury history. He's got to stay healthy also.
Yes, but he's injured because he
tries
like
to,
Jackson Dart, throws himself in there and fucking doesn't.
Yeah, if he doesn't have a deal, he's not coming back. He's not coming back against doctor's orders.
No,
He's
no,
not doing
no,
that.
right.
If there's no deal, he'll be one playing for a contract, but two doing it very safely because he doesn't want to be injured.
Checking it down.
Which might help out them get better picks. The Niners, Brock Purdy's new wide receiver core. So Ayuk and Jennings are both gone. So their core now is Evans, Christian Kirk, Ricky Purcell, and a couple of draft picks. How's that going to shake out?
I just think the 49ers, like the Shanahan scheme, it just works. Like it's a plug and play sort of operation that he's had going for such a long time. We've seen wide receivers come and go for the 49ers, and it doesn't really make a huge impact. You know, like the likes of Debo and that. Like once they're gone, Brock Purdy still manages to do well. Like because you've still got George Kittle. Like you got to
Coming back off a Chili's,
Yes.
which rumours are Melbourne game.
Yeah, it'd be so good to see him back. If he's
huge.
back.
We want it. If he plays, that's even better.
Yeah.
He's got to come by the facility, doesn't he? If
Yeah.
Kittle's in town, he's got to come in here for a chat.
Already in contract talks with him, which would be huge. Yeah, I think I don't know. They just win.
Yeah, they do it by committee.
I think they've got to have a
good.
good year. If they can stay healthy, I think they're winning that division, which is a fucking big division to win.
That is a big call.
Yeah.
I think that is a big call.
They've put in a few extra
Have you
watts.
heard there's this team, the Rams? Have you heard of the Rams? They have to play twice?
Did you not listen to about 25 minutes ago? If they lose one player, they're fucked.
Have you met the fucking 49ers?
They're by
what
committee.
are you talking? Like, if you, like...
But if you don't want to make big calls, don't hire me.
I really hope you do not gamble, because your ability to calculate odds is just crazy.
Well, to be fair,
who is much more used to having tragic injury-riddled seasons,
But they're
the Niners or the fucking Rams?
But they finished third in the division, so they're going to have an easier schedule.
Yeah.
and play the Rams
And-
twice,
but they
and
also-
the Super Bowl champion Seahawks twice.
Did they not beat the Rams last year? Maybe twice. They definitely beat them the first time.
Was it Mac Jones?
I think it was 1-1.
Mac Jones
Mac Jones
beat
beat
them.
him.
It was 1-1. Yeah, that's the problem. You need Mac Jones. No,
He's still there.
So what I will say though is you didn't list the most dangerous receiver for the 49ers. CMC.
Yeah. Well,
And
so he's
so-
coming off a 450. Yes.
Yeah.
He was touch a season or something like that.
Yeah,
Catches and runs.
So he's and it's really interesting. You can lose a Brendan Ayuk and go, well, it's not a loss.
he didn't
Brendan
really play
was
much
just.
of the season,
I mean,
did
their sook
also-
ratio has just
Yeah,
gone down.
he
It's just
powdered his
just
way out.
Hey, the inside
Just-
the locker room, they're
Yeah.
up and about now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brendan Ayuk's, he's putting a lot of shit out there in the world. You're like, mate, you're not helping yourself.
Yeah, he's not on any team, is he? He's
No.
just a
And
free
he's sitting there
agent, which
having a
is
go
probably-
at San Fran. You gave me $18 million for do nothing, you idiots.
Got
Yeah.
another
This
question.
doesn't help.
No.
Got another question though. And this might sound crazy, but how many more nearly seasons does Shanahan have at the Niners? Because he's as nearly as it gets.
I reckon.
See, he's as nearly as it gets.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you've seen the film Apocalypto. Great movie, where
Before
one
my
of the
time.
guys' names he gets taken captive and his nickname becomes Almost, because he almost escaped. And it's like, well done, almost.
I reckon he's still got a
Shanahan
couple in
is
him.
an almost.
He's got a couple left in him, I think.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying is how many almosts?
I'm saying two.
Yeah,
They went to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, didn't they? That was,
And they almost won.
and they almost
Took it to overtime.
very-
So it's-
yeah. Like I think Shanahan, like the respect's got to be there for.
he's got a few chips under the.
Well, just like he's got.
There's also the game against the Eagles. They were battered. They should have.
where we broke Brock Purdy's elbow.
Yeah.
yeah, that game.
And they had to come back out because they ran out of quarterbacks. You broke all of them. Yeah.
That was a brutal game.
Yeah, I reckon they've still got a couple. We're getting long on time, boys. Seahawks, does Sam Darnold's future have a contract extension?
100%.
100%.
Like that's a one and done sort of question. That was a silly question.
When
You can't be a Super Bowl MVP, win the Super Bowl, be the
He wasn't the
QB1.
MVP.
Oh, whatever.
The running back that left. I can't remember his name. But
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker. Anyway, you
really
know my
don't
point.
start throwing me under the bus. I'll throw you straight
Kenneth
back.
Walker's got a good year ahead of him. Just while we're talking about Kenneth Walker,
Well,
he's
for the
going to
Chiefs.
have a
Chiefs?
monster
Went to the Chiefs?
season.
That's scary.
He is going to have a monster. Get Kenneth Walker in your fantasy. He is going to have a big year.
But yeah, Sam Darnold's getting the contract.
Because he signed $300 million.
Yeah.
Was that before last year? The start of last year? Oh, that's when
Yeah.
yeah. So still got two more.
He is a $50 million a year quarterback. At least.
Easy.
Easy. And
And he proved it. All these
Josh, I don't know if you saw it. There was an interview.
I
with
feel
Josh,
like he's the
Josh
kind of
Allen.
guy that'd be like, oh, I'm happy with 35. Good for the team.
Well, now he's got a ring though. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
the
No,
mentality
that does
change.
help.
He's done the good for the team.
The heavy arm.
He's been very good for the team.
Yeah.
But Josh Allen, Josh Allen says Darnold throws it the hardest in the league. Josh Allen's got an arm.
Yeah.
And he said,
How many balls has he caught off him?
Yeah, no, but he said like
No one catch on the weekends.
he said no one throws a piss missile like Sam Darnold.
A great word too. Tennessee Titans. Big fan. What will Brian Daboll do for Cam Ward?
He'll unlock him.
Oh, that's
He will
exciting. And that's why I hate
it's
the
gonna
fact
get
that they
exciting.
have 0 primetime games. I reckon they're in for a good season.
Plus, the new uniforms are sick.
Oh, so
And-
good. We're going to get one to hang up.
I reckon it's so that electric
I like
blue
it.
or whatever
Yeah.
color they're going to call it.
Tennessee
blue.
I'm sensing it off.
Isn't Tennessee orange? Tennessee orange, the college team.
Yeah, the Vols are.
Yeah.
I think I'm sensing an AGS off-season episode, Fashions on the Field, where we just do best uniforms
Yeah.
of the,
Well, if
of
they
the
get their
NFL.
Tennessee blue against the Popsicles of
Orange.
Tampa Bay.
Oh.
It's funny
That's
because
just- that's
I've
just a
never come
melt in
around
the
on the
chair.
Tampa Bay popsicle
I love the
uniform.
popsicles.
Yeah, I know.
Love
I'm just
them.
never going to come around on it, but that's fine.
Daboll 100% will unlock Cam Ward. They will have a significantly better season than what they finished last year. The offense is only getting better and better. They're going to be an exciting team to watch, and then the NFL script writers are going to be kicking themselves that they weren't nationally televised.
I think being not in prime time is the best thing that could happen to Cam
absolutely.
Ward.
There is the other way.
Because imagine just playing those Sunday afternoon games and just racking up wins and stats, doing it old school.
Yep.
I love it. The thing about Daboll, he is fair on his quarterbacks. And when I say that, he is absolutely hard on them when they're not getting it right, but when they get it right, he celebrates, and that's exactly what Cam Ward needs. That he's got the harsh discipline, but also the encouragement, the positive reinforcement when he does it well. Daboll is a great offensive coordinator and a great coacher of quarterbacks.
We saw it with Indiana Jones, pre-New York Jones. Last one, the Commanders. Have they done enough to take the pressure off Jaden Daniels?
No.
No,
Have they done anything? Just take the
Well, I'm
pressure
sure
off?
there is something in my little document.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, the Commanders had a really good year, what was it, 2 years ago? And they were, like, ultra competitive. Then last year was a bit of not so
Injuries. A lot of injuries.
much. A lot
last
of
year.
injuries, yeah. But I don't know.
They're also there. They had the dramas with Scary Terry. He was in and out, where I think he's happy now, I think.
yeah, that's interesting. You know, that's watch that space on Scary Terry. The other rumor,
Well, Debo's gone as well, isn't he? So that's kind of...
Demo's just a free agent.
He is at the
isn't
moment, yeah.
inconspicuous that no one's snapped him
Well,
up.
he didn't-
We're past June
Well,
1st.
Eckler got injured as well. He was huge from the start with. Once he
Yeah.
kind of got it, we said how big the running backs are.
Eckler, like, I really love Austin Eckler, but yeah, you worry.
Brought in Sonny Styles.
He's
did they bring
breaking
in?
down.
So their defense is going to be bigger.
Yeah, defense is definitely going to be better. The rumor in the last couple of days, Stefon Diggs could be
Yeah,
headed
I don't hate
to the
that.
Commanders.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I think that could be a good fit. I think he could be a good quarterback for Jaden Daniels in that situation.
I reckon from top down, is it Josh Hart? Is that the ownership? They're starting a better culture that he would come in and they could say, we're not putting up with this shit.
And also, I think it's funny. There was a press conference with him where he was talking about focusing on his charitable works.
Stefon
And
Diggs.
yeah, and it's interesting. I think it's
a
and I
strange way
think
of
it's
saying
called.
lawsuits.
I think his charitable foundation is called Digging Deep, or something
no.
like that. It's like it's.
I rate it.
But
Any bit of
it's
charity's good charity.
It's interesting. There's like the NFL have closed the investigation into his off-field stuff. Classic NFL. We've closed our investigation. Nothing more to say. But
Leave it.
just interesting in the press conference I saw with him. It really felt, he genuinely felt level. Like he didn't seem like his voice was cracking because of intensity. Like often in press conferences, it's like he's having trouble holding his voice. He wanted to talk about his charitable works, and he said he's investigating the Commanders, getting to know them and seeing what they've got. I think he's taking them seriously. And if I was the Commanders,
I
I
think
think
it's a great
Diggs, because you could get him at a really good price, and he will give you 1,000 yards.
Got production.
Yeah, he is like, he's got the potential to be the best slot receiver. You know, like because
swallow his ego.
Yeah, well, you stick him in the slot, and he will destroy you. And then the occasional plays, he can do a go route that you're not expecting, and you know he's like. He, in the right situation, I think that could be it. He could make a good contribution to the Commanders.
I like it. I hadn't heard that before now, and I like that move. I reckon they should make that happen. Boys, 32 teams, 32 questions. I reckon we've left it with another 32 questions. But good little... We're not far off. We discussed we're probably closer than what we think into the 8 weeks leading into the season, ready to go. So,
I want to put something on record. I think Danny's Baker to the Steelers is up there with his last season's Jaguars to reverse their record. I think it is.
One has already come off.
100%. That's right. I think it is on the money, and I think next season we are celebrating that. There should be some kind of award for. There should be some kind of award for best hot take.
Be ready. We got some hot takes ready to go. But
we should have
an award.
No, we should just
gold
have
medal.
It's a segment I do on another podcast, but a hot take hoedown. We should just have a nothing but hot takes episode.
I can dance them.
Yeah, 100%.
Just we each bring hot takes.
Yeah.
Take for take.
We will be.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. Yeah. A hoedown. Yeah.
I like
30
that.
minutes of just hot takes.
I might even wear my Tennessee blue and a cowboy out for that one.
I'm going to wear my chaps.
Or my big gold award for last year's hot take.
Nice.
Danny's golden hot takes. That sounds better than hot take hoedown.
We'll workshop it.
It's no digging deep foundation.
As friend of the show, Buster Rhymes says, go football.